Hello Notion community, it's Renat from Bardeen.ai, and in this video I'd like to demonstrate you how our tool can capture information from pretty much any website and import it directly to Notion. So a very common use case for this is going to be maintaining a CRM. Say you have a database in Notion and you want to add people from LinkedIn to the CRM. So here we have Ivan right there, and then what we want to do is we want to run a custom playbook. So we have scrape LinkedIn profile, and then we can specify the database. So let's import it to the context database. The information gets extracted and it's getting imported right here, as you can see. And then you can navigate to any other person's account and just do exactly the same thing. So you can scrape LinkedIn to Notion and pick the context database, and then boom, this profile is going to be imported here. That's how our tool works, and what Bardeen is uniquely good for is for human in the loop of automations. That means that you get to specify parameters, you get to run the automations as opposed to something running the same exact way every time like all of the other tools do. For example, if I have a meeting right now, I can just click one button and the participants of the current meeting are going to receive an email that says that, hey, here's the link, I'm waiting in the meeting room. And you can create your own automations with our tool. So that's human in the loop part. So I want to show you how to create custom scraper models for your Notion workflows. So we're going to pick a website that we want to scrape. In this case, I want to scrape, let's do Crunchbase. So we're going to navigate to Crunchbase, and I want to pick the name. Let's go to Tesla. And if you're a venture capitalist, for example, or an investor, you want to be able to save information from Crunchbase to your investment opportunities database. And this is exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to click on option B to open the main window, navigate to the compose mode. Let's clear everything that we had there. And I want to create a new scraper. So we have the do command, which performs an action, do create a scraper model, new scraper model. And here we get to pick visually which parts that we're interested in. We're going to call this field company. Click on confirm. Then we want to get the about data. Click on confirm. I also want to understand how much they raised. So let's say funding. The important thing here is that since these cards vary from website to website, we can add an anchor and anchor it to the next text field. So in this case, it's going to be total funding. This way, this information is going to be more accurate. Okay, so we're getting funding, and let's get the website and the location. So let's get the location. I'm going to click confirm, click on done, and then I'm going to run the next command, which is get data using scraper model. We're going to reference the scraper model we've just created. I'm going to run this, and the information from the page was just extracted. So the next thing we want to do is we want to create a database with these exact fields. So the names have to match precisely in order for it to work. So let's create a table, and let's call it investment opportunities. Okay, and here I'm going to say company. Then we have about. Let's do about. Let's make it text field. We have funding. Then we have website, location, and URL. Website, location, and then we have the URL. The fields are going to be case sensitive. The URL is the URL of the site that we're scraping. So we're going to open this database, and we're going to share access to our bot right there. Then from here, I want to share access to this database to Bardeen. So we have the command or the playbook that will get access to the Notion database from the current page. And the last thing we want to do is we want to add information from that table to this specific database. So let's do add Notion page to database, investment opportunities with data, and reference the tabular data that we've gotten with the scraper. Let's run this. And the information was just added right here. Let's delete everything else. You obviously do not need to create this entire flow every single time you want to capture an opportunity, because we're going to create a playbook. So I'm going to click on create a playbook, and let's see the commands we have. So we have the scraper model creation, then we get data. I do not want to get access to the database every time because we already have access to it, and I want to use the same database every time. If you want to vary the database, you can click on parameterize and specify the database you want to add, similar to the LinkedIn example. We're going to call this playbook Crunchbase to Notion. Let's pick color. Crunchbase is blue, so I want it to be blue. Let's click on Save Playbook, and then we can navigate back to Crunchbase and go to another company, say SpaceX. I'm going to click on the company, click on option B, navigate to Playbooks, and I'm going to click one button, and the information is going to get added to the database right away, as you can see. Now we can go to any other company. Let's go to the boring company. Let's do the same thing. I'm going to click option dot this time. I'm going to say Crunchbase to Notion, and the information was added here once again. That's pretty much how our tool works. You can create your own scraper models. You can build list scrapers as well. List scraper will extract a number of fields as opposed to one particular page at a time. We're really excited for everything that's right now possible with Notion API, and we encourage you to try out Bardeen.ai. Just go to the website, drop your email, and experiment with your own Notion workflows. I'll see you there.